This is one of my favorite tips that I have learned in 30 years in business, which is being genuine. And early in my career, when I first started out of college, I really didn't have a lot of confidence or a lot of experience to back it up. And so I paid careful attention to the people who were successful at work, and I tried to imitate them and do what they did because clearly if it worked for them, it would work for me. It didn't feel natural. And what I've learned in my career is that people can always sense when someone's not genuine, right? We all know that leader that tells you that everything is fine or that tells you what you want to hear, and you just know that they're not authentic and they're not genuine, and then you lose sort of credibility for them. And over time, and it's taken me a long time to realize this, I realized that that authenticity is what really creates way more credibility rather than just imitating somebody else. And then when that happens, your confidence grows and then your behavior matches your values. And so you could sort of see in the picture here, the person sort of stepping away from other people who look, with the sort of the dark shadow, and they're sort of being themselves. And why being genuine matters is because, especially for us as project managers, teams trust leaders who feel real, who are relatable. And because we're in matrix environments and it is about influencing others and motivating others, we have to build that trust, and it's earned through authenticity. And that behavior creates safe environments. It builds stronger relationships. People communicate more openly. And as you know, in project management, it's all about getting status from people, communicating with people. And if they're not sharing information with you, that can really hurt the project. So trying to fake confidence and expertise, it just drains energy and it leads to burnout. And so that authenticity really supports better decision making and better project outcomes because you're not second guessing your persona, and others aren't second guessing you. They're trusting where you're coming from. And so, how to be genuine is about knowing yourself. And again, this takes a long time. I'm in my 50s now, and I finally think I've kind of figured out who I am and have confidence in that. And that includes your communications, your style, your value. It's okay to borrow ideas from others. It really is, but adapt them, don't adopt them. And so, those who know me know I infuse humor into the way that I do things. And there's people that you work with, if they tried to be funny, it just wouldn't work. And who knows if it works when I do it, by the way. But just as there's other people who have styles that if I tried to do, it wouldn't work for me as well. And it's important to know that you don't know everything and to ask questions and be vulnerable, because that's also part of being genuine. And consistency is the key. I'm the exact same person I am at home as I am with work, as I am with my peers, as I am with leaders. I'm just me, and I've always been sort of the same person. And I think that's what builds that sort of consistency and credibility over time. And share your stories and experiences. People want you to be relatable. And so, look, the lesson learned here is really you can't succeed by copying someone else. And as a leader, as a project manager, people will follow you when you're you, not an imitation. And so authenticity isn't just comfortable, it could be a competitive advantage, and it what makes you a strong leader and makes people want to follow you. And speaking of following, please subscribe and follow me on my channel if you think that these are good insights and you want to contribute to the conversation. Thanks for watching.